Success doesn't wait for permission. Right now, someone is working harder than you, dreaming bigger than you, and pushing beyond their limits while you're still waiting for the perfect moment. I know this because I was that person, the one waiting, watching, and wondering when my time would come. Let me tell you about the day everything changed for me. I was sitting in my small apartment, bills piling up, rejection letters scattered across my desk, and a voice in my head saying, maybe you're not good enough. So that voice, that lying, deceiving voice, lit a fire in me that burns to this day. I stood up, looked in the mirror, and made a decision that would transform my life. I decided to become so exceptional at what I do that the world would have no choice but to notice. You see, being ignored is a choice. Mediocrity is a choice. Every single day, you make thousands of tiny decisions that either push you toward excellence or pull you back into the crowd. Your talent alone isn't enough. Your dreams alone aren't enough. Even your hard work alone isn't enough. What sets apart those who can't be ignored is their relentless commitment to mastery. Think about your industry, your field, your passion. Are you the best? If not, why not? These uncomfortable questions, but comfort never built anything remarkable. The world doesn't owe you attention. You have to command it through the undeniable quality of your work. Today, I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to make you uncomfortable enough to change. Because that discomfort you're feeling right now, that's the gap between who you are and who you could be. And bridging that gap is the most important work you'll ever do. You were created for a purpose that's bigger than your current circumstances. Look at your hands. These aren't just ordinary hands. They're instruments of excellence, tools of transformation. But too many people live their entire lives without ever understanding their true potential. They settle for what's easy, comfortable, and safe. Let me be clear. Your purpose isn't hiding somewhere in the future. It's not waiting for you to get that perfect job, make more money, or meet the right people. Your purpose is active right now in this moment, screaming for expression through every talent, every skill, and every dream you carry inside. It's not about being better than everyone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. When you wake up each morning, you have a choice to accept the ordinary or pursue the extraordinary. Those people who choose ordinary because it's safe. They're afraid of standing out. They're afraid of being criticized. Let me tell you something powerful. Fear isn't your enemy. Fear is a compass pointing directly at what you need to do next. When you feel that knot in your stomach, when your hands start shaking, when your mind starts creating excuses, that's your signal to step forward. The price of being exceptional isn't paid in dollars and cents. It's paid in early mornings when everyone else is sleeping. It's paid in missed parties because you're working on your craft. It's paid in criticism from people who don't understand your vision. But you're losing comfort. You gain in growth. What you sacrifice in popularity, you gain in respect. Stop looking for permission to be great. Stop waiting for someone to discover your talent. The world isn't looking for more talented people. The world is overflowing with unused talent. What the world needs is people who have decided to be excellent no matter what. Think about the areas where you've been accepting good enough. Maybe it's in your work, your relationships, your health, or your personal growth. That voice telling you good enough is the enemy of your greatness. Excellence demands more. It demands everything you've got. But here's what makes it all worth it. When you commit to excellence, you don't just change your life. You change the life of everyone around you. Your standards become their inspiration. Your dedication becomes their motivation. Your success becomes their possibility. Remember this, mediocrity is not your destiny unless you choose it. You have greatness within you, but greatness doesn't emerge by accident. It's created through intentional, consistent, focused effort. Every single day, you're either moving toward excellence or settling for average. There is no standing still. Your talent is overrated. I'll tell you what's not overrated. The person who shows up every single day working on their craft when nobody's watching. That's the person who becomes unstoppable. That's the person who masters their field. Let me share something powerful with you. A greatest mistake you can make is thinking you have time. Time to get better, time to start that project, time to build that dream. The clock is ticking, and every second you spend waiting is a second someone else spends mastering their craft. You want to know the real secret to mastery? It's in the details nobody else cares about. It's showing up an hour earlier to perfect that presentation. It's practicing that speech 50 times when others practice 5. It's reading one more book while others watch one more show. These small decisions might seem insignificant in the moment, but they compound over time into an unstoppable force. When opportunity knocks, you don't get ready, you are ready. Success isn't created in the moment of opportunity. It's created in all the moments leading up to it. Every expert you admire, every leader you respect, every successful person you want to be like, they all share one common trait. They prepared when nobody was watching. But let's talk about obstacles, because they're coming. They always do. You'll face rejection, you'll face failure, you'll face criticism. These aren't roadblocks, they're building blocks. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to prove how badly you want it. When others quit, you adjust. When others complain, you create solutions. When others make excuses, you make progress. Think about this. The same fire that melts butter hardens to you. It's about what happens in you. Every setback is setting you up for a comeback. Every failure is teaching you how to succeed. Every criticism is showing you where you need to grow. Mastery demands a price few are willing to pay. It demands your focus when you're tired. It demands your dedication when you're discouraged. It demands your best when you feel like giving your worst. But here's the truth that changes everything. The price of mastery is always less than the cost of mediocrity. You see, mediocrity costs you your dreams. It costs you your potential. It costs you the life you could have lived. Mastery might demand everything you've got, but it gives you everything you want. Let me tell you what mastery looks like in real life. It's not just about being good at what you do. It's about being consistently excellent. It's about setting standards so high that your competition becomes irrelevant. When you truly master your craft, you don't compete. You create. You don't follow trends. You set them. It's not the destination. You never arrive. The moment you think you've mastered something is the moment you start falling behind. True masters are eternal students. They're constantly learning, growing, evolving. They understand that excellence is not an act. Remember this. The world makes for people who know where they're going. When you commit to mastering your craft, you're not just developing skills, you're developing character. You're not just building a career, you're building a legacy. When your work speaks for itself, people can't help but listen. Think about that. You don't need to beg for attention when your excellence demands it. You don't need to announce your value when your results prove it. This is what building an undeniable presence means. Let me tell you something that might surprise. Being noticed isn't about making noise. It's about making impact. In a world full of people shouting, "Look at me," your consistent excellence whispers, "Watch this," and draws people in action. Your presence isn't built in a day. It's built in the moments when you choose quality over shortcuts. When you refuse to send out work, that's just good enough. When you take responsibility instead of making excuses. These choices might seem small, but they create ripples that turn into waves. Here's what most people don't understand. Your reputation isn't what you say about yourself. It's what your work says about you when you're not in the room. Every task you complete, every project you deliver, every interaction you have, they're all leaving on a mark. They're all contributing to your presence. Let's talk about authenticity because it's crucial. Being authentic doesn't mean being unprofessional or unpolished. It means being true to your values even when it costs you something. It means standing firm in your standards even when others settle. It means delivering excellence even when nobody's looking. This is the compound effect of daily excellence is unstoppable. Every time you choose excellence over average, you're not just completing a task, you're building your legacy. Every time you go the extra mile, you're not just impressing others, you're Think about the last thing you created, the last service you provided, the last interaction you had. Was it your absolute best? Did it reflect the standard of excellence you want to be known for? Because here's the truth, you're always building your presence whether you realize it or not. Your presence should be so strong that people feel it even when you're not there. Your work should be so good that it opens doors before you even knock. Your standards should be so high that they inspire others to raise theirs. This isn't about ego. It's about impact. Man says of the world of copycats and shortcuts, originality and excellence stand out like a lighthouse in the dark. Don't try to be better than others. Focus on being impossible to ignore because of the value you create and the standards you maintain. Success isn't a mystery. It's a formula, and discipline is its main ingredient. Without discipline, talent is useless. Without discipline, opportunities slip away. Without discipline, dreams stay dreams. Let me share something that changed my life. Your future is being created by what you do today, not by what you plan to do tomorrow. Every morning when your alarm goes off, you're making a decision. Every time you face a choice between what's easy and what's right, you're shaping your destiny. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about power. It's about taking control of your life instead of letting life control you. When you develop unshakable discipline, you develop unstoppable momentum. Your discipline becomes your superpower. Here's what real discipline looks like. It's choosing to study when others are partying. It's waking up early to work on your goals when your bed feels like heaven. It's saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. It's doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. But discipline alone isn't enough. You need systems, reliable, repeatable processes that turn your goals into reality. A goal without a system is just a wish. Systems turn your dreams into daily actions. They turn your vision into visible progress. Let me tell you about creating systems for growth. Every evening, set your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. Every week, review your progress and adjust your approach. Every month, measure your growth against your goals. These aren't just habits. They're success rituals. They're the scaffolding you build your... Now let's talk about criticism because it's coming. When you start succeeding, when you start standing out, people will talk. They'll question your methods. They'll doubt your ability. They'll criticize your choices. Here's the secret. Their criticism is fuel for your fire. Use every doubt as motivation. Turn every you count into watchmen. Let criticism sharpen you, not stop you. The same voices that tell you it's impossible will be the ones asking how you did it when you succeed. It's something powerful about criticism. It often shows you exactly where you need to improve. When someone points out a flaw in your work, don't defend it, examine it. When they highlight a weakness, don't ignore it, address it. Your critics can be your best teachers if you have the wisdom to learn from them. A success formula must include growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. Make it your mission to learn something new every single day. Read books, take courses, find mentors, study your craft. The investment you make in yourself today pays dividends for life. Success leaves clues. Study the people who've achieved what you want to achieve. Look at their habits, their decisions, their mindset. Not to copy them, but to understand the principles behind their success. Then adapt those principles to your unique journey. Mark's formula is simple, but it's equable discipline, strong systems, continuous growth, unstoppable success. Write this down. Live this truth. Let it guide your decisions and direct your actions. True success isn't just about what you have. It's about what you inspire others to achieve. The greatest satisfaction in life comes when your success creates opportunities for others to succeed. Your excellence isn't just about you. Every time you raise your standards, you give others permission to raise theirs. Every time you break through a barrier, you show others it can be done. Your success creates a ripple effect that touches lives you may never meet. When you rise, reach back and pull others up with you. Share your knowledge. Guide others through the obstacles you've overcome. Turn your struggles into lessons that light the way for those behind you. The most powerful people aren't those who gather success for themselves. They're the ones who scatter success to others. When you help others win, you create allies, not competitors. When you lift others, you build a legacy that outlasts any personal achievement. Think about this. The knowledge you've gained through your journey is pure gold to someone just starting out. The mistakes you've made, the lessons you've learned, the insights you've gained, these aren't just your experiences, they're tools to help others succeed. Your impact should outlive your presence. Long after you've left a room, your influence should continue through the people you've inspired, the standards you've set, and the lives you've touched. This is how you create lasting change. Building legacy isn't about putting your name on buildings. It's about putting your values into action. It's about creating positive change that continues even when you're not there. Your legacy is built in how you treat people, how you handle challenges, and how you use your success to benefit others. It's not created through single grand gestures. It's created through consistent acts of excellence and service. Every interaction is a chance to inspire. Every challenge is an opportunity to show others how to overcome. Every success is a platform to help others succeed. The size of your impact is determined by the size of your vision for others. When your goals include lifting others as you rise, your success becomes meaningful beyond measure. This is how you move from success to significance. Stop waiting for permission to be amazing. Stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect opportunity. The time is now. Your moment is this moment. Your opportunity is right here. So it will always be there. But here's the secret about fear. Action is its kryptonite. The moment you start moving, fear starts shrinking. The moment you take that first step, you reduce fear's power over you. Don't wait until you're not afraid. Act while you're afraid. Let me give you practical steps to start right now. Take out your phone. Open your calendar. Block out 1 hour tomorrow morning for your most important goal. That's your excellence hour. Guard it like it's worth $1 million because it is. During that hour, work on your craft, build your skills, or create something meaningful. Write down your 3 biggest excuses. Now cross them out and write solutions next to them. No time, wake up an hour earlier. No money, start with what you have. No support, become your own biggest supporter. Turn every excuse into an action plan. The power of that one focused hour will amaze you. But let me break down exactly what that excellence hour should look like. When you wake up tomorrow, don't touch your phone except to silence that alarm. Don't check messages. Don't scroll through social media. Don't react to what the world wants from you. This is your hour sacred, protected, and powerful. Pick the task that scares you most. Not the urgent ones, not the easy ones. Pick the one that could change everything if you mastered it. Maybe it's learning that new skill your industry demands. Maybe it's working on that business plan you've been putting off. Maybe it's practicing that presentation that could earn you the promotion. Structure your excellence hour in 3 parts. First 20 minutes, preparation and planning. Write down exactly what you'll accomplish. Be specific. Not I'll work on my business, but I'll create the financial projections of my first year of operations. Specificity breeds results. 30 minutes. Pure, uninterrupted from your chosen task. No phone, no email, no distractions. Set a timer and treat these 30 minutes like oxygen. You can't live without them. This is where real progress happens. This is where you separate yourself from everyone else. Who's hitting the snooze button? Review in 10 minutes. Review and document your progress. What did you learn? What will you tackle tomorrow? This reflection cements your growth and builds momentum for the next day. Now about those excuses, let's go deeper. Pull out a piece of paper. Draw 3 columns. In the first column, write down every excuse you've used in the last month. Every single one. I'm too tired. It's not the right time. The market is bad. I don't have the right connections. Get them all out. The second column, write the real truth behind each excuse. I'm too tired really means I'm not managing my energy well. It's not the right time really means I'm afraid to start. The market is bad really means I'm not being creative enough to find opportunities. Be brutally honest with yourself. The third column, write your plan. For energy management, create a non-negotiable sleep schedule. Go to bed at 10 p.m. every night, no exceed schedule. For fear of starting, break down your goal into steps so small they're almost laughable. Want to write a book? Start with one paragraph. Want to build a business? Let's talk about the no money excuse. Money is never the real problem. Creativity is. Start where you are. Use what you have. When you have no capital, you have something better. Hunger makes you creative. Hunger makes you persistent. Hunger makes you notice opportunities, other support. Build your own support system. Start a morning accountability group. Find 3 other people who share your drive. Meet virtually every morning during your excellence hour. Share your goals. Report your progress. Celebrate your wins. Support each other's growth. Create a proof of action system. Every day, take a photo of your work. Keep a progress journal. Track your small wins. These aren't just records. They're reminders of your commitment. They're evidence that you're not just talking, you're doing. Set up our environment for success. Clear your workspace tonight. Put your workout clothes out. If you're starting a fitness journey, delete the distracting apps from your phone. Your environment shapes your actions. Make it work for you, not against you. Create consequence contracts. Tell 10 people about your goal. Better yet, put money on the line. Commit to paying a friend $100 every time you miss your excellence hour. Make the pain of not doing greater than the pain of doing. Start time blocking your entire day. After your excellence hour, look at the other 23 hours. Where are you wasting time? Where can you stack habits? Could you listen to educational content during your commute? Could you read industry news while eating lunch? Could you make client calls while walking for exercise? Set up success triggers. Put a post-it note on your bathroom mirror with your main goal. Change your phone background to a picture representing your dream. Create visual cues everywhere that remind you of your commitment. Make it impossible to forget what you're working toward. Just start doing it anyway list. Write down every condition under which you'll still do your excellence hour. Tired, do it anyway. Raining, do it anyway. Not feeling motivated, do it anyway. This list becomes your contract with yourself. It eliminates decision fatigue. It makes action automatic. Create a daily scoreboard. Rate yourself from 1 to 10 on key behaviors that lead to your goal. Track these scores daily. Watch your trends. Celebrate your consistency. Perfect days on the goal. Progress is. Let's set up our evening routine to support your morning excellence hour. No screens after 9 p.m. Review tomorrow's goals. Lay out everything you need. Make your morning routine brainless. When that alarm goes off, you should be able to start your excellence hour on autopilot. Build feedback loops. Every Sunday, review your week. What worked? What didn't? Where did excuses creep in? How can you strengthen your system? Your first plan won't be perfect. Keep refining it. Create a victory log. At the end of each excellence hour, write down one win, no matter how small. Some days showing up is the win. Other days you'll have breakthroughs, document them all. This log becomes proof of your progress and fuel for your motivation. Remember, every excuse you choose today becomes a barrier to your success tomorrow. Every action you take today becomes a foundation for your future achievements. The quality of your excuses or the quality of your actions. You can only improve one. Choose wisely. Your excellence hour is more than time on the calendar. It's your daily declaration that mediocrity isn't an option. It's your statement to the universe that you're serious about your dreams. It's your proof that you're different from the masses who stay in bed, stay comfortable, stay average. Start now, not tomorrow, not next week. Take out that phone, block that hour. Write down those excuses, create that action plan. Your future self is watching, waiting, hoping you finally take the action that will change everything.